my dad's a gay flat earther. Um, and I learned all that when I was like 15, 16, and it just kind of turned my like world upside down. Maybe I've mentioned, I don't even know if you knew this or not, but, so yeah, I have an intimate closeness to that, truther, subculture. And like, I probably agree with like 30 to 40% of what he does in terms of like conspiracies and such. So there's crossover, but I definitely think he's like way further jumped the shark than I want to go, you know? And then as you probably remember, I had a very long phase of like wearing dresses and exploring gender, and I'm still, I guess, on that journey, but it's kind of like petered off a bit because I felt mind controlled at some point. Like, I believe there's a lot of mind control happening within the queer community, that queerness itself becomes cult-like. And it's like, if a conspiracy theorist, this is my opinion, and this is definitely one of the more controversial areas where I would worry about, I don't mind disagreeing with you, I just like, I don't want to offend or hurt you or anything, because I don't know like how you feel about this subject, besides I know that you identify as queer. I don't have, it's when when conspiracy theorists talk about like the trans agenda, it's always falsely characterized to be all about like hating trans people or thinking trans people are the problem. I'm sure there's like a ton of assholes that feel that way. I certainly don't. I think that trans people, among other groups, are being puppeted and used as pawns in like a culture war. And so people that are super, that's probably not even that crazy of a claim, but there are certain spaces where you just can't have that conversation, as you can probably understand. So I have a complicated relationship with queerness where I feel like those are my people, but I don't necessarily agree with the like premise of the fight that's being carried on, because I think it's sort of like many things, it's like a casted opposition where
I'm here to tell you about
it's just meant to get people to fight and be polarized, and also weaken people's mental health. Like, some of the conversation, like, this is the touchy stuff. I don't know. I think it's possible that a decent amount of people that are trans, like, would not have been that way without undue influence through mind control. I do think that, and that's a very controversial thing that could be offensive. I love trans people. I feel feminine, and I still like to dress feminine, and I don't have any problem with gay people. I think I'm probably like 15% gay. Like, I've had gay feelings before, and my dad's gay, and that's totally fine. So it's nothing like that. I just think that, I think there's undue influence over the queer community, just like I think there is with the neo-Volkish Nazi right-wing fascists and the leftist communists. There's just a lot of different groups that I feel are being sort of groomed for battle in this like next phase of social unrest and upheaval. So I feel like kind of an outsider, and a lot of groups of people, I can love them, I can be their friend, but I can't get too specific with how I feel about their ideas. So anyway, that's kind of the gist of it.